Hello everyone, welcome to this situation. I'm in a forest and I'm drawing trees, which is what my life has come down to. Just listen to this, isn't it wonderful? It's just so peaceful here, I might fall asleep. I've been struggling with trees for quite some time. I would say it's a chronic condition. I love trees, for example this tree. I love you. So it has been a situation where I'm unable to draw trees as much as I love them. So I'm not just known as someone who's struggled to draw trees, but I'm also someone who has a full-time job and is trying to make it as an artist. And so I thought I'd give a couple of tips as to how I've been able to continue with art despite having a full-time job. I've always been a child that's absolutely loved art and creating worlds out of, characters that I invent. So art's always had a really special place in my heart, which rhymes. Oh, there's a squirrel. Hello, squirrel. Goodbye, squirrel. That was a good squirrel. 10 out of 10. Okay, so what I'm going to do is sort of like draw out a stick and then another stick, and then hopefully things will start to come together. So my very first thing that I would advise is to make your art portable. And there are many ways to make your art portable. So making your art portable is essentially just being able to reach into your bag and pull out your art anywhere, at any point during the day. Like if you're a knitter, pull out your string, pull out your knitting needles, and you're there. If you are a digital artist, carry your iPad around, get it a nice little case. If you're a clay person, for example, get yourself a miniature toolbox with loads of little clay pieces in there. So that's number one. I think I'm actually quite happy with this tree. It is actually tremendous. Hello, I am doing, I think I pressed record. So I'm drawing my second tree and I'm going to share with you my there's a robin. So I'm going to draw this tree. I've just made the whole page green. So the second piece of advice that I have is to keep a doodle diary, which is essentially a little diary of every day, but instead of writing it, you doodle it. I draw the date in the middle of a blank page, and I draw around it what happened on that day or what's troubling me or anything. And the idea here is to give yourself and your brain enough space to just sort of like mess around, because I think that most of my creative ideas come from when my brain is just free to roam. If this is something that you'd like me to go into in another video, please do let me know in the comment section. Hello, so I found this really beautiful tree. It's got some fungi in it, it's got a missing piece, and it's also got loads of really pretty leaves. So tip number 3 is to be realistic about what you're going to achieve. As someone that doesn't work full-time in your art, you're not going to get as much done as someone who does work full-time with their art. It's kind of a given. Exactly. You really shouldn't hold yourself to unachievable standards, because when you do so, I think you're far more likely to go into burnout. And burnout takes ages to fix. It's one of those things which is just not worth it, I think what I've also had to do as time goes by is really sort of like set myself realistic goals, which is, for example, if I wanted to be able to start selling prints online as a thing that I do on the side, I can't be making a new print every day. Maybe I can make one every week. Maybe I can make one every other week. Another tip is to do a little bit every day. So if you have a really massive project, which is like you want to set up a shop, on the first day, think about names for your shop. What are you going to call it? On the second day, you can design a homepage. What's your homepage going to look like? On the third day, you can maybe do some research into other people's websites and see what those look like. So over time, a year goes by, and what you've done is actually a little bit every day, and you've created something massive. Let's go find another tree. Oh God. Hello, I'm in a tree. As it's raining, it's actually pouring. Thought I'd come to the very end. My fourth and final bit of advice, which is do your art with someone. grow yourself a community, join a class. There are loads on Meetup, the app. It just makes you far more motivated to get any art done. You don't also have to join someone else's community. You can grow your own. I have a friend who loves crochet, so you know what they did? They started a crochet class. I'm gonna get down. And so with that, I'm gonna leave you with the wonderful sounds of the forest and wish you the very best in generating art alongside your full-time job. Until next time, take care. Oh god, this is actually embarrassing.